still chilly in Somerville, but winter practices have given way to spring practices, and the sunflowers are starting to look more game ready. So let's talk more about that. I'm going to ask each of you a question, and your answers are going to shape the team and the upcoming season. So good luck to us all. No dice rolling required.
Oh.
Darby, how does the team look in terms of offense? Specifically, what is one great thing about the team's offense, and what is one thing they struggle with?
Oh, well, one of the really great things is that we've gotten so much faster. Like, our base stealing is out of control, which Zlobs has a lot to do with that because he's really been motivating everyone by sometimes passing the person in front of him while stealing, which technically is not allowed, right now at least. But so yeah, our base stealing is looking great. Some really impressive slides. It's amazing. What's not looking so hot, as far as the offense also, is, well, so it's not so much about like how we might fare in games. It's more that we've had a string of practices where we keep hitting all of the balls into the weeds on the foul lines. And so sometimes we've been having practices where we run out of balls. And so that's been kind of a problem because, yeah, just a lot of foul balls. And then coach isn't super happy that we have to restock up.
Yeah, because of course there's no way to get them back. You do not want to go into the deep weeds. That's you will never come out of those.
No.
Awesome. Very good to know. Thank you, Darby. Morgan, question for you. How does the team look in terms of defense and pitching? Specifically, what is one great thing about the team's defense or pitching, and what is one thing they struggle with?
Great thing about pitching, that early game, it's the first half is like so energizing for our offense because we're just striking them out so well. The weakness always comes in the second half when one comes through and it shakes our confidence. Everything falls apart.
Indeed. Perfect. I'm just writing that down. Yeah, a lot of strikeouts early, keeping the pitch count low, but all it takes is one tough inning and the wheels start to rattle. So very good to know. Zlobs, Longstalk Field looks a certain way when winter turns to spring. What are the signs of the season at Longstalk Field? How does the field itself wake up after the frost?
Oh, really great question. There's a lot of runoff. So there's an active river going between second and third base that goes into a drainage ditch. So there's like a retention pond there. So there's a lot of flowing water, but the plants love it. So everything starts budding. And you can't start trimming them back until they take root or the field gets mad, like really mad. So right now there's a lot of like roots and a lot of just foliage that's just budded up everywhere that we have to tolerate, and also a literal river.
Indeed. It's something that makes spring practice that much more challenging because again, you can't go in and get the play surface ready. Because again, not everything's taken root, and you don't want to anger the field. I think it was.
It's also very messy,
incredibly messy. Yeah, that is an added degree of difficulty in the spring, to be sure. And finally, Mindy, Coach Martinez is doing some specific team building work this off season. What is it, and do people like it?
People don't say anything bad about it. Some people are fine with it. Some people don't tell anyone, but they secretly feel very disliking of it. This is something I've taken on myself to find out and keep track of, just so I know how people feel.
Of course. Like maybe a tally. Not that you're sharing the tally.
Yeah. And the exercise itself is at the end of practice, we all get a refuel snack, and you are supposed to go with the one person that Coach Martinez matches you up with and talk to them and get to know them during refuel snack. And some people don't feel like they really flourish in a one-on-one situation with people they don't know well. Some people don't mind it, and some people feel neutrally about going 2x2.
Got it. That's perfect. So, yeah, it's Coach Martinez wants to, and this is something that she's kind of shared because Coach M, likes radical transparency in terms of her coaching strategies. She wants to avoid a disconnect between the starters and the shadows.
Yeah.
And she feels like every so often that kind of crops up. And now, Zlobs, Darby, Morgan, Mindy, you know more about Coach M than most. You are aware that Coach Martinez has been coaching off and on for
100,
80, 90, 100 years. And, whereas everyone else, they may not be aware of that because to everyone else, Coach Martinez is a human with a human lifespan. So Coach M, understands that there can be a disconnect between starters and shadows because she's seen it happen maybe every 6 to 7 years it crops up, and she thinks you're all due for one. And so she's trying to mitigate it with specific mandatory one-on-one team building. And yeah, you all kind of get more of a sense of the why of it than everyone else. So, it's one of those things where you all have your own opinion about this, but you all go to rehearsal and go to practice.
Wow.
Yeah, we're all definitely sports people.
Sports people.
Yep.
Yeah. So you all go to practice, and it's one of those things where you wake up and it's practice day, and you're like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for practice." And then you get there and you're halfway through, and some of you are thinking, "Oh, all right, well, it's almost time for one-on-one time." But
I'm excited for this one because I actually brought the snack.
Oh, what was the snack you brought?
Oh, I call it chicken cordon Zlobs, which I take chicken nuggets, and right before they're done, I put a gusher in on the inside, and then I keep cooking it so it melts. It's great.
I'm so sorry.
Zlobs is even more jazzed than usual.
Whoever your one-on-one is, I'm so sorry.
So the question today is, you're in the middle of practice, and there's a question for. Actually, you know what? Let's give this one to the chat. Chat, how is practice going today? Is it going well? Is it going poorly? Is it hot? Is it
I see musical theater.
Is musical theater somehow? According to Supreme Lord Ender, it's going wonderfully. And per YOLO Man for real, it is spicy. So it's both wonderfully and spicy. It's unseasonably warm, which is causing kind of more bloom and more early pollen. The small river that's cutting a trench between second and third is flowing very freely. All of those things are happening. So you're all starting to feel like you're getting into game shape. There's something about when the wind blows, when you don't feel that crispness. How in the spring sometimes it could be nice, and then the wind blows and there's still a bit of chill in it. This is the first day where the wind blows and the chill is gone. So this is all very, very exciting. Morgan, you and Zlobs are really locked in terms of pitching and catching. Mindy, you're hyper aware, you're hyper present. Darby, you're feeling strong, you're feeling fast. All of the other players, both the starters and the shadows, all doing a great job. Zlobs, your backup catcher, poised as always, and everybody else is doing great. And so, yeah, you're having fun. And then something happens. There is a very quick, very sudden change in pressure. Anyone in the infield, that's probably all of you at this moment, has their ears pop.
Ow.
Oh.
A portal appears.
What?
And through it sprints someone wearing some sort of tactical gear.
Die, tackle him.
2d6 plus tough.
Oh, great. I'm so sorry.
Did I say one person in tactical gear? I meant one person in tactical gear, followed by something horrifying.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't you. I was trying to ask us to do one thing. I'm so sorry. You can't surprise me like that.
You snuck up on him.
I wrote down all these notes. I wrote all kinds of stuff down, exciting stuff. Okay. A portal opens. Sprinting through it is someone wearing some sort of tactical gear. Zlobs, also wearing tactical gear of a sort, gets up from behind home plate, sprints forward, and slam tackles this person. The person was holding something. Looks like, not a briefcase, almost like it could best be described as almost like a tackle box. It's roughly that size, like the size of a bread box with a handle. And that thing goes kind of flying across the field.
A real tackle box.
Yeah. This person gets up and says in a voice that suggests youth, "Darn it! Darn it! God!" And the portal is still open behind her, and leaping through it are 3 large rats, large like the size of big dogs, with tentacles coming out of their mouths. And they just tentacle mouth giant rat creatures, and they descend on Zlobs and this armored tactical person. So there is now a giant fracas between monsters and Zlobs and a person in tactical gear, and they're all kind of rolling around in a pile. So who has a good idea? Mindy.
Did I see where the box went?
You did. It's over there.
Oh, I'll go get it.
Yeah, all right. You run over and get it.
Let's open that up.
Okay. 2d6 plus sharp.
Maybe I should have figured out what was in here first. Oh, 7?
All right. So I'm going to give you a choice. You can, and this is very good. You can open the box, but it'll blow off your left hand. Or you cannot open the box and get a +1 to disabling it later on.
I feel like this is an easy choice.
No wrong choices.
Why don't I keep my hand?
Okay. So, yeah, you you get this thing and you pick it up. It's lighter than you think it would be considering its size. Like you're used to people like carrying a briefcase or carrying a duffel bag, and there's weight to that. This thing's very light. This whole thing's probably a pound or two. And the box is made of some kind of carbon fiber or something. It's sturdy but light. And yeah, there's like a trio of locks on it. And one looks like a heavy lock. One looks like some kind of weird techno lock or puzzle lock, and the third is clearly a runic lock.
Huh.
And you're like, all right, well, let's just see if someone already opened it. And the second you start pulling, the runic lock just starts flashing like crazy. You're like, nope. So yeah, now you have it, and you're keeping it safe. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Morgan.
Go ahead. Are you sure?
Morgan, what's up?
All right. So those tentacle creatures, is the portal still open?
Yes.
All right. I would like to generate enough electricity to cause an air pressure disruption and push them back through.
I love it. So that is a dramatic change in barometric pressure. I'm going to say that is I will allow you to use the, where is it on your sheet?
I destroyed it.
Oh, that's right. You destroyed it. Never mind. I love it. So this is going to be kick some butt, 2d6 plus weird. I'm going to give you a -1 though, because this is going to be fairly tricky.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6.
All right. So, your choice. Zlobs takes damage, or everyone but Zlobs takes damage?
Oh, gosh. Golly.
Of note, it's going to be a total of 6 harm.
Yeah. Does everybody else include the rat monsters?
No.
Sorry, Zlobs.
That's fine. That's what I would choose.
Okay, so Zlobs, you take 6 harm minus your armor.
I'm now unstable.
Indeed, you are.
Oop.
So yeah, Morgan essentially creates a micro lightning burst directly on top of you, in the hopes that it would kind of just blow these things backwards, cause a change in pressure, and it does that sort of. But these kind of tentacle rat things, they kind of feel the change in pressure and immediately bury their faces in the ground. And then boom, there's this like giant kind of lightning clap. And Zlobs, you are kind of thrown upwards a few feet before landing. And then the rats kind of pull their faces out of the ground and are trying to rip open your chest.
Zlobs! Sorry!
All right, who's going next?
While Morgan was doing that sort of lightning burst, I fly over to Zlobs' bag and get the chicken cordon Zlobs, and then fly back right over the rats, but like just out of their reach, and just start like tantalizing them with it.
I love that. Rats do like chicken cordon Zlobs. It's a tale as old as time. I love the idea. Let's go 2d6 plus charm, but I'm going to give you +1.
It's a good snack.
11.
All right, not bad. So yeah, like a brass breeze, you kind of whip by on your wings, grab the bag, kind of hover, you rip open the bag, the specific smell of chicken cordon Zlobs starts kind of wafting out. They really got nice and pungent in the spring sun, and the rats kind of temporarily look up at them, and one or two of them tries to leap. A third leaps off the back of one of them and dives fully into the bag, which causes you to start sinking towards the ground. Zlobs, this gives you enough time to get yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
The person that you kind of were tussling with for literally a second before the rats dove on top of you kind of gets up, looks around. She she's wearing like these big goggles. They look tactical. There's like, you could see like heads up displays in there, like spinning. Actually, give me 2d6 plus sharp.
Oh goodness. 9.
Got it. I'll give you a bit of information here. You see your own name pop up. So it's like just, telemetry data and stuff like that. And then you see like kind of a target hit your face. And then you see backwards, Severus Zlobs. And then the person kind of wearing like the mask and the goggles and the technical gear kind of looks at you, looks around, then looks over your shoulder into the portal that's still open. And you instinctually look that way too. And there are another half a dozen of those rats coming through. And so she kind of puts up a hand, like closes her hand into a fist. That portal closes. She then like spins around, opens her hand. Another portal opens and she dives through.
No. Oh.
And then that one closes.
Oh, are the rats still here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, could I have it push the rats into the portal before they closed?
Her escape portal?
Not her escape portal, the original one.
Yeah, I will give you. I'm
like
gonna make
a way
this
to shoulder it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this probably a. This will be act under pressure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, thank God, 7.
Okay. Well, you get one of them.
Great.
So you kind of, the one that, the one that dove into your bag.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of run, leap, grab that one, and kind of shoulder check it through the closing portal. Which, as it's closing, most of the rat makes it through. Its tail does not, and so the portal shuts and kind of leaves like a twitching large rat tail, the size of a piece of bamboo, kind of twitching on the ground.
I'd like
Good
to grab
news,
the
though,
tail,
you only
please.
have 2 more rats to deal with.
I'm going to grab that tail.
You got it?
And then use it. I want to use it. I see one of them, and I want to just kind of like not actually like hit it with it, but just kind of like fly toward it while just kind of like whipping toward to try to like herd one of the rats into the foul lines.
Oh, smart.
All right. Let's go 2d6. Actually, this is also act under pressure. 2d6 plus cool.
6.
Got it. All right. You're going to take damage, but you're also going to tell me who on the roster gives you a save.
Oh, Spanky.
Got it. So yeah, you kind of grab the tail and you're like, come on, here we go. And one of the rats kind of peels off and starts chasing you. And you're like, all right, I got him. Lead him into the grass. But this rat moves faster than you think it does. And instead of chasing the tail, it's really just chasing you. And it kind of leaps, grabs onto your leg, and the tentacles are immediately just kind of tear through your skin and start sucking blood out of you. You take 2 harm, and you would have been more, except for the fact that a very large cartoonish axe falls from the sky at this moment and kind of buries itself in the rat's back. You look up and you see Spanky Serotonin very quickly sketching in her sketchbook. Gives you a thumbs up.
Thanks, Spanky.
So there's one rat that is alive and unharmed. There's one that has a giant wound now, and it's Darby. Its blood smells very weird, like not great, like not like blood, not like animal or human blood. Anyway, who's going next?
Was I able, before that person jumped through the portal, to grab sort of a mental signal from her, maybe a little bit of a fingerprint?
Yeah.
A trail to follow?
That's a great question. 2d6 plus weird, please.
Oh, 6.
Oh my god. The dice are not the dice didn't listen, they didn't agree to this. Sir.
Okay. Let me scroll down to here.
Oh no.
All right. The short answer is, because I'm going to give you something for this. Oh no, I got it. I know who this is now. The short answer is this is someone your age but dangerous.
Huh.
And for whatever reason, that kind of you reaching out mentally caused one of the rats to just start charging at you, like you rang a bell.
I get out my big knife.
So the way this will work is the next partial success that anyone gets, Mindy will take some harm. So who's going next?
I'm gonna try and freeze it. Try to freeze it in place.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me. So that's going to be the unharmed one going after Mindy, or the hurt one that is tussling with Darby.
The one going after Mindy. I see that one running after Mindy. And so I'm going to throw a shield at it that's meant to freeze it in place.
Got it. All right, 2d6 plus weird, please.
All right, that's going to be a 9.
A 9. All right. So that is you temporarily trap a person or monster. So that's the use magic roll. That works out really well. So I will pick the glitch. And that actually, you know what? I'm going to let you pick the glitch, Morgan. What does this spell do? The only caveat, you take 1 harm, is not on the table. It's got to be something else.
You said it smelled really strange.
Yeah.
Now I smell really strange.
Yeah. So you like this thing's running at Mindy. You kind of put your arms out and you hit this thing with kind of paralyzing waves of electricity. And the end result is, keep in mind, this is, of course, a horror game. Its skin explodes. And now it's just like a muscled, hairless, screaming tentacle rat. And you are covered in its bits. And it is grotesque. And it's still going. It takes some degree. It kind of freezes for a moment. So whoever goes next will have advantage there. So who is going next?
Did I take harm?
Yes, you do. You take 2 harm.
Sorry, Mathers.
All right.
Can I stab it now?
Yeah. You got a big knife.
I'll try to stab it in the back of its neck.
That's probably the right move. 2d6 plus tough to kick some butt, please.
Perfect. 6.
I will give you a +1 because it is frozen.
7.
So you're going to take 2 harm from it. And you are going to do whatever the harm with your knife is. How much is that harm, actually?
The harm from my knife is 1.
1 harm. Okay.
1 harm.
So now both of these things, the skinless screaming one and the one with an axe wound in it, are leaking disgusting fluids and screeching and injured. Let's see here. Who wants to roll next? But I want you to roll not as yourself, but as one of your teammates.
I am also unstable.
Noted.
I will roll next.
Darby, who on the sunflowers is going to weigh in now? Because of course, this is happening on your home field, and all the sunflowers are here. So,
Jorts, he's pretty upset about Mindy being attacked. So,
yeah, Jorts is not thrilled about all of this. He barreling in like a freight train. What does Jorts do?
So he barrels in like a freight train. He actually he just
Oh, is he
tries
riding
to tackle.
Tracheon?
Yeah, riding. Yes.
We technically have a freight train on staff.
Yes. So he gets on Tracheon. They were over kind of closer to the bench, and just like steamroll toward the rat that's between Morgan and Mindy. Just with body weight. There's just a roll it over.
Yeah, between Jorts and Tracheon, those two possess the most mass on the Sunflowers. I'm going to give you, we'll use your tough here, but a +1 on top of it as well. Let's see what happens.
12.
That rat is dead. That rat has died very, very quickly. And now there's one left. So who wants to go next?
Oh, I take out my brandy new bat, my brasswood bat, a gift from the forest of Imlan, and I hit it towards the foul line. As I've been hitting many fouls this early practice season, I'm hoping for a foul right here.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Let's do a kick some butt roll. 2d6 plus stuff, please.
This is a Blaseball roll, so I get +1, right?
This is not. We're not in a game.
Oh, okay. We're in a practice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 4.
Zlobs, you take some more harm.
Okay, great. I don't take any harm.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of line up the swing. This thing dives at you. You smash it with the brasswood bat, and it kind of somersaults in the air and then lashes out with its tentacles and grabs you and stops itself from flying away.
Nah.
What member of the team is going to save your bacon?
Oh, that is definitely going to be Eleanor Clock.
Yep, Eleanor Clock. How do I want to do this? Oh, yeah, all right. Eleanor Clock kind of sees this happen, and, from Eleanor Clock's perspective, or from all of your perspective, for those of you that were not in the midst of this, Eleanor, the second this happened, Eleanor Clock started sprinting for the dugout. And to the untrained eye, you would think that Eleanor Clock is running for cover. She's not. She's running for equipment. Eleanor Clock returns with what appears to be an antique air-powered harpoon gun. With an old brass plate on it. It looks like it went down on a ship at some point, but she has it. And yeah, Zlobs, you kind of hit the thing and it kind of stretches itself out. And for a moment, it's almost like you kind of are doing a yo-yo trick and kind of launch the yo-yo and it's just kind of spinning a few feet from you. And it's at that point that a harpoon from the 1890s slices through this rat, and it drops like a very, very foul-smelling pile of meat.
Now it's a foul ball.
Mathers, are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Zlobs is just like bleeding from the nose, glasses cracked, tooth chipped.
Eleanor, that was amazing.
Thanks. Old Coast Guard ships used to have the coolest stuff.
Did you take that from a ship?
Yeah.
Or was it gifted to? Oh.
No, well, it was a gift, but I gave it to myself.
So what happened?
You did great. Yeah. Well, you did great as well, Spanky.
Spanky draws something very quickly, and a large paper flower appears in your hand, Morgan.
Oh.
Oh.
What was that? What just happened?
What happened?
What just happened?
What happened?
That's the question. What happened? Who wants to investigate a mystery?
I'll investigate a mystery.
All right, Morgan, investigate a mystery.
All right. Right, sharp. I roll an 8.
All right, so you can ask one question, plus you get a bonus question because you're you. So
Yeah.
Ask away. You've got 2 questions total.
I will start with the free one. What magic was done here?
And now I consult my notes. So the portals, your first take was that they were non-magical. Like you didn't get the feeling of, that disturbance in the force feeling. Like you felt this pressure change and all of that, but you think it was because, like a hole in reality opened for a second, not because of magic. But upon further inspection and, you kind of do all of the, the various things and you put down like the chalk and you're kind of walking it like a crime scene investigator. And you kind of come to a weird conclusion, which is this. The portals were generated via magical energy forced through a conduit. So essentially, instead of the magic causing the portal, the magic was a battery, and the magic battery powered some kind of machine that opened the portal.
Yeah, I could tell from like how everything was being discharged, the shape of the pattern of that.
Yeah, I mean, magic's different than that. This was a strange type of precision that you don't really see. This was magic kind of squeezed through the pasta maker of mathematics and physics.
This sounds like Nana stuff.
Not dissimilar.
Huh.
That's question 1. What's question 2?
So I kind of like feel that energy and like the trail of it, and I want to know where did it go?
Gotcha. So for this, you and Mindy end up teaming up here because it's one of those things where you're kind of getting a sense of, if this thing was purely a magic portal, there would essentially be like a magical trail through the sky kind of thing. Because this only was half magic and half something else, you kind of needed Mindy as a tracker. So the two of you kind of worked together. And where did it go? It went to Newton, Massachusetts.
Oh, no.
Mathers, did you grab a box?
Yes.
Oh, why open a box?
That's going to take me a moment, but I can try.
Okay, so you want to open this box. All right, 2d6 plus sharp, and you get a +1 because you're taking your time this time. You know that rune would blow off a hand, so you're going to be much more careful.
8.
All right. So I'll give you 2 options. You keep your hands. Option 1 is this thing is labeled so that you know where it's from. Option 2 is that it's labeled so that you know what it does.
Ooh.
I'd like it to be labeled so I know what it does.
So this thing, the best way to describe it would be if if someone drew a 3D diagram of a heart after reading about it, but not ever seeing one, made out of metal. That's what it looks like. It's just kind of this weird, a lot of curved things and kind of bell sections and protuberances. This thing, there's a bunch of kind of jargon in the box, patent numbers specifically, a bunch of them, and you're able to figure out what they are. In fact, one of the patent numbers kind of rings a bell. It's like just kind of a fun number, and Nana Mathers is working on something kind of related. Essentially, you are looking at a component for a machine that would allow for industrial time compression.
Ugh.
Industrial.
Yikes.
Yeah, essentially, you're holding the power source for a microwave that can nuke time.
Oh.
Oh, perfect for the chicken nuggets to make them fresh.
Gosh.
Where are my nuggets?
Darby?
Sorry, Zlobs. They got all shredded up.
And I ate one of them.
Oh, how was it?
It was disgusting in a good way.
Oh, good.
I kind of feel like I should bring this thing to my Nana.
Yeah.
Coach Martinez?
Yes. Yes.
So sorry. I think that we should probably attend to this. So, I guess we're not going to have time for our one-on-ones today. Guess I'm going to have to get to know Eleanor some other time. Oh, well.
Well, that's okay. The refuel snacks, I think, have been eaten by tentacle rats, so I suppose it's just as well. Okay. And then Coach M's eyes go wide. To make up for this, I need everyone between now and next practice to write one paragraph about anything you want and prepare to read it to the group before we warm up next week.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
That's fun.
way better.
Okay.
Can
All
we
right,
write about
everybody.
the tentacle rats?
And with that, Coach Martinez dismisses practice with her with a kind of traditional Coach M enthusiastic post-practice speech. Only this one is tailored to include the fact that you also got into a battle with monsters. So, yeah, all of you are load up into the math wagon or Listerine or whatever conveyance you choose and head to the Mathers house.
At least I didn't have to talk to Eleanor today.
But you're going to at some point, right?
Yeah, why do I like Eleanor? She saved my bacon. Yeah, she saved my bacon back there. Did you see that whole the poof gun? That was so cool.
She is cool.
Stole it from a pirate ship or a sunken ship or something. That's really cool. She's really cool.
I do like her.
What's your problem with her, Mathers?
Yeah, you're like are definitely implying like I like her, but I like her and I also hate her, or I like her and I know a secret from her that I'm not sharing with the rest of the class.
No.
Oh, that's
You know
probably
a
that. Yeah.
secret?
Yeah, you know a secret?
Mathers.
I
what's
don't
the
know a secret. That's the problem.
I'll just read her mind.
It's hard.
But for you, but you just oh, you're serious.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. I go up and knock on the Mathers' residence house.
Mr. Mathers opens the door. Oh, hey everybody! I have the grill outside heating up now. If anyone wants hot dogs,
I would love a hot dog, please.
all right. Oh, come on in. I'll bring them in.
Thanks, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I love your dad.
I want to sneak out with Mr. Mathers and put some gushers in the hot dogs without Zlobs knowing as a surprise to make up for accidentally getting rid of all the chicken cordon Zlobs.
Easy peasy.
First.
Yeah, there will be half a dozen gusher dogs ready to go when the time is right.
Thanks, Mr. Mathers.
Absolutely.
Of
evil.
course. Hey, by the way, Darby, how do you think the team is looking this season?
Team's looking great. Yeah, we got I think we've got okay batting. We're working on that. But once we get on base, we're really good at stealing, and our pitching is great. Morgan's looking amazing. We just got to like up our confidence. But I think that really we just need to get a few games under our belt, and that's going to really help the confidence. And then we won't, like lose steam at the end like we have in some scrimmages.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the game, It's at your age, you can do whatever you want so long as you're confident in your ability to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the difference. Confidence or not confidence. You have all the talent in the world.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Mindy.
Yeah?
Can I fix your suture? The one on the sense it opened up. Can I just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And do you mind? Could you get mine? Okay, thanks.
Everyone with harm heals 1 harm, by the way.
Oh,
into my hangnail.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's
God, Morgan. I'm finally unstable.
I'm stable.
We high five. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah. So Nana Mathers is in the. Mindy, does your house have an attic or a basement or both?
It has an attic and a basement.
So Nana Mathers is in the basement doing some smelting because there's a kiln down here, or a forge and a metal kiln and all kinds of things. So you head down, and now Nana Mathers is kind of making metal components for something. And come in! I'm about to quench the metal. So if anyone needs a steam facial, now's the time. The basement fills with steam before a bunch of auto-sensing vacuum fans start pulling the steam out.
Yeah. I probably could have used a steam considering how bad I smell right now.
Well, then hold on a second. Fans, turn off. And now you're in a steam sauna, and through the mist, Nana Mathers has you have her full attention.
Fans, turn red.
Nana?
Yeah.
We came across something. It's it's this. Here it is.
Huh.
Looks like it's maybe for time compression.
Industrial non-organic time compression. Yeah, I see. But look at this. You have to all get really close because of the steam. But she points to one of the 7 patents stamped into the box. I should be getting a royalty check in the mail. I'm a partial owner of that patent.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Industrial.
Who are you a partial owner with?
Well, a couple of my friends, and then we sold part of the rights to it, assuming we got a royalty, to a company. This is years ago now.
Oh,
hey fans, Google search the patent owners.
Yeah, Mindy, let's have you roll investigate a mystery +1 for the fans and Zlobs helping you. These are smart fans.
Is that plus
Sharp?
Oh, okay. 8.
All right. So so Nana Mathers is just going to give you some information right now, and then you can ask one more question from the investigate a mystery. So Nana Mathers looks at the thing. Industrial time compression is a concept that I am not the originator of it, but I like to think that I kind of push the train down the tracks a little bit. The whole idea is it's used for industrial techniques. Essentially, if you need to dry out wood in a hurry, allow concrete to set in a hurry, what you do is you create a time compression bubble. You can't put anything organic in it because it would rapidly decay, and also it would probably drive someone to madness. But if you set it up such that everything in it was inorganic, time would have the effect of traveling at an accelerated rate.
So it's like a microwave.
Yeah, you can. I always joke that you could nuke time with it.
Nah.
Yeah, so it's a time microwave in essence.
Huh. Game Master, what here is not what it seems?
I'm going to leave that to you. Do you want something about Nana to not be what it seems, or do you want something about this device that's not what it seems?
Oh.
Oh. Oof.
Eek.
Eek.
Mm,
Eep.
something about Nana.
Oop.
Nana Mathers is hiding the fact that she is very surprised that this device exists.
So you're saying, Nana, why can't you age me? Age me 5 minutes.
You definitely don't want that.
Well, what's the worst that can happen?
Okay, so have you ever cooked a hot dog on the grill?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And what happens to that hot dog when you cook it on the grill?
It gets good.
Right. Have you ever cooked a hot dog in the microwave?
Mm-hmm.
And what happens?
It gets good.
Darby, have you ever cooked a hot dog in the microwave?
Mm-mm.
Nana,
It bursts
I've got
open.
And Morgan, what happens to the hot dog?
it kind of balloons and gets gross and explodes.
It gets good.
Exactly right. And yes, I far be it from me to tell anyone how to eat their hot dogs. But yes, that's why it only works on inorganic material. You can cure wood with it, but anything that doesn't have a dense cellular structure will tend to warp. The aging is not... The time compression is not precise. Every cell in your body doesn't age at the same time. So essentially, some of your cells
that sounds
would
painful.
Some of your cells would age fast. Some of your cells would age very fast. We put some plants into the prototype a number of years ago, and it turned them to mush. Which is why we only recommend it for use on concrete, things like that.
So you've seen something like this before?
Under lab conditions in a testing facility, yes, a number of years ago.
Well, I have...
And
Go ahead.
do you have any idea who might have made it?
Nana, 2d6 plus charm, Mindy.
Oh no. For my own Nana. Do I still have a... Does she maybe find me a little more charming than maybe most people would, though?
You know what? She recently heard from an old friend of hers, specifically alchemist Sadie Brand, that Mindy is... Mindy's doing well and maybe ready for next steps in her career. So yeah, +1.
+1? Oh, I guess to balance out my charm. I see. Ooh, thank goodness. 7.
Okay. So
thank you, Mur.
Indeed. So the company that made it, and Nana kind of takes a second to say, like, do I want to talk through all of this? And she decides she does. Is a company called Charles River Chronotech.
Is that in Newton?
It is not in Newton.
What the heck is in
Hey
Newton?
fans, where is Charles River Chronotech?
Charles River Chronotech is in Brookline. Charles River Chronotech is an Astrolab Investments invested company. Its P.O. box is such and such.
Astrolab Investments.
Astrolab Investments. Wait, which? Who
Founder
is that?
Bachman's company.
Oh.
Tech
Makes me
tech
glad we
genius,
have it now.
multimillionaire. Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard of her. And what's she up to? You want
Find out.
Okay. All right. Well, what do we think? Do we want to track down the company that made this, or do we want to track down the person who popped through a portal and brought it to us?
I want to know what the person who
Yeah.
brought it through the portal was doing.
Yeah.
I want to go
Well,
to
why do they have it?
Yeah, we
They
can
from
always
the company? They
we can
steal
always
it?
swing. We can swing through Newton and stop in Brookline.
Yeah. And also, Nana,
Yes.
I've been doing really good on my pitch this practice, and
I had a feeling you were going to give me good news about that.
okay, that's all. But yes, I just wanted Nana to know that.
Just know that I'm very proud of all of you. I know this is going to be a great season.
Oh, we're gonna
Thanks,
win so many
Nana.
games. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna. Thanks, Nana.
You're welcome.
You're-
Darby, just hang here for just one moment.
Okay.
So you all,
I'll find y'all in the car.
yep, you all trundle upstairs
As a team.
as a team.
Okay.
Nana, kind of goes into, there's a mini fridge down here, and she opens it up and pulls out a 3 kind of small water bottles, but they're not full of water. 3 different concoctions. Just drink each of these in subsequent nights and just write down
What happens?
what happens.
Okay.
And then just let me know. We'll figure this thing out.
Oh,
Thanks, Nana.
You're welcome.
Oh,
One each night, right? Not like
One
a little
each
bit
night.
of each.
Don't drink 2 in the same night.
Okay.
That will
Okay.
be the next step.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. And up you go.
hey, hey, fans! Can you summon Listerine for me, please? Thank you.
Yep. So these, these smart fans, sync with the AI drive bot in your car, and it is waiting for you in the driveway. And you load into Listerine and start heading towards Newton.
Can we take our hot dogs to go?
You do indeed.
Zlobs, eat your hot dog.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Zlobs, eat your. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, this is great. Are these percussions in here? Oh.
Mr. Mathers, let me raid the snack drawer.
It's still hot and it's burning my mouth in such a great way. It's like just drilling its way into my taste buds, and as like a molten lava flow in Hawaii.
Ah,
Darby, did you
exactly
happen
what I
get
wanted
any-
to hear. Huh?
Did you get any regular hot dogs?
There might be some, but I don't know which ones they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of hot dog roulette here. They're all hot. They're all cooked
Yeah.
through, no matter what. So, all right. So, whichever one of you is feeling lucky, I need you to roll for this trip to Newton.
Is it cool?
You can roll. You know what? Here's how it'll be.
Uh-oh.
Anyone could roll 2d6 plus sharp to observe something on the trip to Newton, or you can roll 2d6 plus cool, which means that the thing exists and you are now dealing with it. Essentially, sharp to avoid the thing, cool to deal with the thing.
Oh.
Maybe we go sharp.
Oh,
What?
I'll just drive. It's fine.
I'm gonna hide because I don't want anyone from Newton to see me after
Yeah.
the mall incident.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll go sharp, and we'll see if we can avoid this thing.
All right.
Okay, 8.
Partial success.
Yeah.
Would have been cool if it
All right. That's...
You're being observed
Man, what else is new?
by one person, and you know where they are.
Where are they?
They are on top of a hill overlooking the highway you're driving on.
Can I read their mind?
2d6 plus weird.
Oh, 14.
Ah.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
I'm going to give you the whole story.
Whole story. Here we go.
The absolute best player in Blittle League is on that hill.
Susie?
No. The best all-around player can hit, can pitch, can hit for power, can run, can throw, knows magic, knows tech, and has been the captain since her first year of the Newton Narcissus. Her name is Neela Nightmare. And she has an anti-material rifle aimed at the hood of the car.
What's her name?
Neela Nightmare.
Neela Nightmare.
And with the 14, you know that she has no intention of killing you. She is just looking at you through the scope, and depending on the turn you take, she may or may not fire a shot that would destroy the engine of this car.
And is okay. Zlobs, can you pull over into this Rite Aid parking lot?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Am I locked in?
You are. She's leaving her her Overwatch position and is coming to you.
Can I get gummy worms?
She's coming to us. Is she bringing her rifle?
She has disassembled it, and she is instead plugging some kind of power pack into a sword.
Okay, everybody, Neela Nightmare is headed this way right now. She's on her way to us, and she'll be here any moment. And we need to, approach. No, I think we should stay and see what she wants, but I think that we should be prepared to approach the situation peacefully and appear very peaceful, but also whip out absolutely everything we have if things go south.
Okay, I go into Rite Aid, I get the sour gummy worms, and I rig up a lot of explosives.
Yep.
Diplomacy and diploma's not.
Done and done.
Explodacy. I know Neela, right?
As well as anybody outside of Newton. Yeah. Neela Nightmare is specific. So here are the things you know about Neela Nightmare. She is 11, like you are now. She has she refused the traveling team.
Oh, wow.
Because Morgan, you have an inkling why. It's because she's doing something non-Blittle League related. You know what, Morgan? Let's have you roll for it. This might be some interesting backstory. 2d6 plus charm.
11.
Yeah. Okay. You're pretty sure that Neela Nightmare is vaguely related to overseas royalty. And she can't do the traveling team because she's technically in line for a throne somewhere. like far down on the list, but still.
Oh, Serpi said no heads of state.
She's not a head of state yet.
No, okay.
Neela Nightmare is she's from somewhere that still has some kind of royal lineage, and that's why she can't be on the traveling team. Aside from that, like, it's one of those things where she is absolutely positively all business on the field.
Did we ever talk to the Newton team like during the off season after we destroyed their sponsor?
Did you?
Yeah, it was very awkward. It was incredibly awkward.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Neela, but we saw just a group of players one day at Scoop and Scootery, and we just kind of, it was very uncomfortable. They were saying nice things, but there was anger radiating from all of them.
Yeah. It was very, very, like, as a psychic Mindy, it was very, very strange. But yeah, Neela Nightmare was the one that kind of ended that unexpected meeting at Scoop and Scootery with a couple of like very quick words, and then they all left. This is the first time you will be seeing anyone from that team since then.
Yeah.
By the time Neela arrives in the parking lot, she is not wearing tactical gear or anything. She's just wearing like casual clothes, but has a sword across her back.
Yeah. Ooh, Patagonia.
Morgan, do you have that brooch from Imlan with you right now?
Yeah, I put on the brooch.
You put on the brooch.
Well, hello, Nightmare.
Somerville Sunflowers coming all the way to Newton. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Have a sunny day.
Can I ask why you're this far out?
Can I ask why you're watching us?
Okay, we'll just get right to it then. I would like the thing that's in that box, please.
Would you like a sour gummy worm to start off this conversation?
Once I have the box, we can talk about gummy worms.
How about you tell us what came through the portal?
The security that I had to bypass to get to that box.
So you
And-
stole that box.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that was you. Oh, I'm so sorry I tackled you. You surprised me.
My portal tech isn't perfect.
Oh, you made portal tech? That's pretty cool.
Where'd you get it?
The portal tech?
Oh no, I mean the box.
And the rats. Where do you get the rats?
There's a company in Brookline, if you must know. They are doing work with time compression. And apparently, instead of hiring human security, they breed their own.
Oh, Charles River Chronotech?
That's the one.
Okay, we're going to go there right after this.
Oh, I wouldn't bother.
Why?
I mean, why?
It's a crime scene.
Oh.
Why did
Oh,
you
your
take it?
crime.
Because I need it.
For what?
Got to rebuild them all.
Oh.
Oh.
Unbroken eye contact with Zlobs. Can I have it, please?
At least you can rebuild the mall. We wouldn't have been able to rebuild our lives. We would have died if the mall hadn't been.
We are not having a conversation where there is any room for blame. I just need that box.
I'm glad you think there's no room for blame.
Yeah.
That's, I think, a kindness. Oh, this is one of those difficult moral situations. I was in another situation just like this once where, someone was trying to steal something, but they were trying to steal something maybe for a good reason, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, and stealing is wrong, but also, we don't necessarily trust Founder Bachman, that's for sure. So really, all sides you look at this, it's a tricky one. Don't you think, Ms. Nightmare?
Life has a way of getting complicated. I want to make things very simple by rebuilding them all.
Can I ask a question? Why did you need to steal it?
Well, because I don't think they're selling it, and if they were, I don't have $15 million.
It's fair.
Why can't you just use construction equipment?
Yeah, why can't you just rebuild it?
Yeah.
Season starts in a few months, and we don't have a sponsor.
Oh,
Neela?
We know what happened to Waltham, right? We need equipment. We need uniforms.
Right.
We need to know that we are being supported by our community, and that community has a giant hole in it now. A hole I would like to see resolved and patched by the start of the season.
Well, I think that all sounds very reasonable.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. I think we should give her the box.
I'm wondering, Neela, if maybe we could make some sort of an agreement. You see, this is a very valuable object scientifically. And, it would, as I'm sure be absolutely disastrous for it to get into the wrong hands. And I'm not sure what your plans for it are after you're done rebuilding the mall. But maybe once you do, could you perchance give it back to a person who we find very trustworthy with this kind of thing, being my Nana Mathers.
2d6 plus charm.
Morgan?
Nope.
Ten.
Yeah.
Deal.
I don't agree.
What?
Why not?
You're the same as the Windflowers. You used theft to support Blaseball, and we all we worked so hard for our sponsorships. Why would we be okay with theft in this moment?
Well, it's theft from Founder Bachman, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not even our side of the river.
Zlobs. Crime is crime.
Okay, I'm so I broke their team sponsor.
I think ultimately it ends up back with Nana Mathers, which is better than anyone else having it. It's her technology.
Would you feel okay if we get an umpire to solidify the rules of this agreement?
Or would you feel better if I made for sure that Neela was telling the truth?
No, but
maybe I should do that anyways.
Yeah.
Neela, we need like 2 more minutes. Thank you for last conference.
I mean, were we going to give it back to Charles River anyway?
Oh, no.
I was going to take it to the tactical office of spell slinging and see if they could handle it, because I feel like they would know what to do.
I don't feel like it ending up with Nana is that different.
But in one of those cases, it's a means to you're still using theft as a means to an end. In one of those cases, we're turning it into the authorities, and that's the right thing to do. God, I mean, you can do it. I'm not going to stand in your way, but I'm not going to respect it.
I'll
That's
read
okay.
Neela's mind as a
Sure.
compromise.
That's a compromise.
2d6 plus weird.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Neela, what Neela wants is to avoid the fate of the Waltham Windflowers, in which their sponsor was taken away and the team took it upon themselves to self-fund.
Which was understandable in the position they were in, yeah.
No one on the team knows that Neela Nightmare is doing this. This was not a Newton Narcissus thing. This was a Neela Nightmare thing, and she has told no one. How she plans to use this thing is complex, and she's not sure if the thing will survive it, but she believes that if she does it correctly, it won't matter. She stole something from someone that she thinks is a bad person, and she's going to use it for something good, and she may destroy it in the meantime.
And does she have a secret?
Yes. Neela Nightmare is this component is the final piece of a plan that Neela Nightmare has been concocting for a very long time. And that plan also requires the help of Mary and Martha from Salem.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 Mindy, you look upset. Mindy, you look really upset.
What is it?
Mindy, what's wrong?
I'm just I never know what to do in these situations where there's not really a clear right and there's not really a clear wrong.
Yeah, welcome to Blittle League.
This is really tricky. Mary and Martha are involved.
Oh no.
Then we're definitely not doing it.
But how are they involved?
I don't know. Should we ask Neela?
Ooh.
Maybe Neela
I
doesn't
think-
realize
I
how
think so.
dangerous they are.
But then she'll know that you were in their mind. Uh-oh.
I think we have to.
Neela,
Yes.
thank you for your patience.
Please have a gummy worm.
Would you like to have a gummy worm and join our huddle?
She takes the gummy worm and holds it in her hand.
So we really respect what you're aiming to do here, and we know that your intentions are pure. I just have this funny feeling like maybe you're working as a part of a team. With, I don't know, maybe with Mary and Martha from the Salem faction.
I am.
Oh.
That makes
Good
things
guess.
tough for us. Yeah, I have a hunch about these things sometimes.
So they're not good people, Nightmare. They're really, really bad people.
Well, I'm not here to judge anyone that offers their help.
Well, we want to
Okay,
offer.
that seems
Well, we want to offer our help, Neela, and we actually have some pretty impressive, I think, skills and resources in
That's
our
magic.
community. Yeah, and magic and technology. In fact, we were just talking to the person who created this hunk of junk here. So basically,
Mindy, Neela kind of looks at you and you feel her open up her mind. Like she literally hangs a "We're open" sign in the front of her brain.
Ooh.
You don't even need to roll. What Neela Nightmare kind of shares with you psychically is an idea that she had while walking through the burning rubble of the mall the night that it happened. Which was she wanted to use every last ounce of her own intellect and hard work to rebuild this mall, because the Waltham Windflowers are a cautionary tale. And you kind of see these vignettes of her researching arcane construction techniques and technologically advanced construction and time dilation technology. And she ends up putting together what could best be described as one of the most complicated techno-arcanic rituals you've ever seen. And then she essentially did the equivalent of go on Reddit and say, I need help with this, this, and this. And Mary and Martha responded. And they've been hashing out the details ever since. What's going to happen is Mary and Martha are essentially going to use ritual magic to concoct a giant magical machine that uses this thing as its power source, and it will spit out a mall in 24 hours.
Whoa.
Oh God, that sounds so dangerous.
Yeah.
Does your team know that you're doing this?
They do not, nor do I expect them to. It's going to be a miracle.
There's no way that they're not going to know that you did this with Mary and Martha's help. I'm telling your coach.
Oh no. Okay.
Morgan, 2d6 plus charm.
Plus
This
one?
is going to be, can you dial that number before your phone is destroyed?
Plus one?
Yeah.
It is exactly a 10.
Okay.
All right. You can get 5 words in before your phone's destroyed. What are those 5 words?
Nightmare. Working with Mary, Martha.
And
they know.
the second you start dialing, you shout that into the phone, and you're holding the phone like this. The ribbon-thin tip of Neela Nightmare's sword slices the top inch of your phone off without hurting you, your hand, or your head.
How am I supposed to?
I pull the emergency distraction explosives. Everyone get in the van now.
Run!
All right. And I start driving to Longstock Field.
There is now a big smoking hole in a Rite Aid parking lot in Newton.
Oh no.
Listerine is barreling down the local highway towards Longstock.
Oh no.
Neela Nightmare puts the sword back in its scabbard and begins walking back up the hill to get her anti-material rifle. Eleanor Clock's bedroom.
No.
Your favorite.
She's staring at the jar,
Oh.
the brain floating in it. She almost absentmindedly runs her thumb over the brass plate on the side with the number 1 stamped into it. I don't know. I just don't think she likes me. We were supposed to be paired up, but she seemed so excited to leave that I feel like I'm never going to have an opportunity to talk to her. Oh, well. I'll sort it out next time. Thankfully, you understand me. Got it.
Oh, I can change it.
Oh, no. Here I am. All right. Now everything has worked itself out nicely.
Oh, the game.
So, hello, everybody. I am not... No. Hey. Okay. All right. Just let's open up the curtain a little bit. So why is the cast of Little League talking about breaking the earth? Well, it's because before every one of our shows, we kind of set our intentions for the show. And my hope tonight, because I put together some stuff for tonight, like a little more notes than usual because I had a week off. My hope was that they wouldn't crack the earth. And we could instead explore this fun adventure that I put together for everybody. And the infield, in their infinite wisdom, I think are going to do their best to not allow me to explore what I put together here.
That is not exactly what we
Yeah,
said.
wow.
No, they're going to make excellent choices as always. A portal appears.
What?
And through it sprints someone wearing some sort of tactical gear.
I tackle him.
2d6 plus tough.
Oh, great. I'm so sorry.
Did I say one person in tactical gear? I meant one person in tactical gear, followed by something horrifying.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't you. I was trying to ask us to do one thing. I'm so sorry. You can't surprise me like that.
You snuck up on him.
Wrote down all these notes. I wrote all kinds of stuff down, exciting stuff. Okay.